Welcome back everyone to Angela's Craft Room. Today I've got a technique tutorial for you on how I stamped this flamingo from the Pop of Paradise stamp set. Oops. So you've got this lovely big leaf that I've used on the card and the little one and the flamingo, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of a tip how I stamped him for this card, and then I fussy cut him out. So we're going to use my stamping tool, so I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can see when I'm closing the door. I'll just push it backwards and forward so you can see. So I'm going to just place him up there, and then I'm just going to close the door and bring him back up. So then when I stamp him, I use the Eclipse masking tape that you've all seen me use heaps of times. So I want to stamp his legs first, so I'm just going to put a bit of masking tape up just above his legs. And then I've got a little black ink pad, which is ideal for this technique, and I'm just going to tap the black over his legs. And it doesn't matter if you get on the paper, but if you get on the paper, you must remove the paper before stamping, otherwise it will transfer to your card. So I've just very lightly tapped his legs. And then I'm just going to mask him at the top there, because I just want to very lightly do his nose at the same time. Take that off, and I've noticed I've just got a little bit of black on the stamp on there, so just use a bit of a cotton bud to remove that, any little black bits. And then we're just going to close the door, and hopefully we've just got his legs and his beak like that. Okay, so then we can put the little ink pad away. They're really good if you can get those. Now I'm just going to stamp him. Just get another piece of the masking tape that I use, and I'm just going to go about halfway up his body. This is if you want to use two colours on him. If you just want to use one colour, it's a lot easier. And I'm just going to cut a little piece just to cover his beak, because we've done that black. So just push it down. Then I'll just get the Malamambo, and I'm just going to stamp the top of his body with the Malamambo. Like that. You can see I've just got a little bit of ink there. Just take that off, then remove the mask, because you don't want all that going on your image, and bring him over. Just stamp it down, and so then you've done your top piece. So then you just want to mask it again just above. It doesn't matter if we ink over a little bit of that colour with our next colour, and we need to just mask his legs. And it won't matter if we get a little bit on his legs. It's just lost its sticky a bit because I've already used it. Just want to get the bottom part of his body. This one's a very juicy stamp. Like that, we'll just get that off because it's quite, we're going to have a big mess everywhere. And I can't see any on the stamp anywhere else, so we'll just bring that over, and you just have to experiment what colours you like. I've just grabbed two just to show you the technique. So I quite like that. So that's, and then what I did for my card is I actually fussy cut that out, but I'll just show you. This is my card. Is what I found was, I'll just zoom in a little bit for you. Yeah. So when I was fussy cutting him out, this little section in here, in between his legs, I used a craft knife to fussy cut that out, and it was quite fiddly. So, and then I just adhered him with some multi-purpose glue onto a piece of vellum, which I'd put through the Big Shot with the stitch shape framelits. So I've just got a little oval shape for him to sit on. And then I pop that on the card with dimensionals. Okay, so that's that part. So you can see, I just wanted to show you more or less this technique of stamping him like I've used the three colours. And you can fussy cut him out, or you can just oval shape him. But this is ones I did previously. So I'll just, now I've done these in one colour, and I think they look quite alright like in one colour. So I did that one and cut that one out, and it was a lot easier not having to cut this inside bit here. So, and I don't think it, I think it looks quite alright fussy cut like that. And it's also a lot easier to apply the dimensionals on the back as well. Now that one I've clear embossed, and this one is just a matte finish. So I did those two, but I just wanted to share with you that little technique. If you wanted to clear emboss it, all we need to do is grab our Versamark ink, and then we just tap it all over him. So then this one will be, so really give him a good coating of the Versamark ink, and you can see if you hold it on the side if you've put enough on. And as you can see, I've already done the black one. So I'm just going to carefully pick him up. Just trying not to get my fingers onto where I've got the Versamark ink. So that's that. Put our Versamark ink out the way, and then I'm just going to heat emboss him with my heat tool. go. So I might come back in the next tutorial and we'll do a card just using these that we've already cut out. But I think that they look quite nice when you heat emboss them with the clear embossing. And just as an example, if you were to have that on the card, I think it looks quite striking. Sorry, we'll just zoom back out again. So if we were to use that just all in one colour, you know, if we just pop that on the card, I think it looks just as striking as the multicoloured. So that's just a tip for you today. Little tip of stamping and using 3 colours on my card with the masking technique, using the Eclipse masking tape. So thank you for popping by and having a peek at this tutorial, and until next time, happy crafting.